everyone. Is growing in Tier 3 cities one of the solutions for some of the challenges that we discussed today, like talent shortage, like higher and higher attrition rate? My name is Anca Fotache, and I would like to keep your attention because I'm sure if 3 p.m. was not so good in terms of attention span, 5 p.m. it's even worse. But I will try to keep your attention with our answer to this question. And starting with who we are a Brazilian company. And it's a privately owned company. And what is interesting is the fact that it still remained in our blood, in our DNA, the entrepreneurial spirit, the flexibility and agility. And I'm not referring to what Dragos said regarding the dress code. This is also part of it. I'm referring to the fact that it's a customer-centric organization. Even if it reached 25,000 people, and we are present in 40 countries right now, and we succeeded to combine the traditional portfolio of services like service desk, for example, or field support or infrastructure to application development and digital solutions. We still kept our spirit. And part of this growth is actually related to Romania. I'm very happy to be here and very honored to be here to present actually, or to be part of this session which is called Celebrating Romania. Because I might say, for us, Romania is not another delivery center. Romania is the hub, the important hub that we have, the strategic hub that we have here for the region. And basically we are coordinating the operations for the entire Europe from Romania. In Romania, we are present in Bucharest, we are present in Sibiu and Târgu Mureș. We have now 3 divisions: the Service Delivery Center, which I'm in charge with. We have Application Development, and latest kid in town is Digital Transformation Center. And of course, we provide support in many languages because this is part of our differentiator here in Romania. So we have support in 15 languages. I will not insist so much on us. I will insist rather on the evolution, our evolution here, with the focus on Sibiu and Târgu Mureș, and not only. Actually, in Sibiu, we are present since 2008, so more than 10 years. We started small, and now we have more than 300 people. We started with one service, and now we have multiple services. We started with several customers, and now we have more than 15 customers operating in multiple verticals. And why Sibiu? I think this is maybe the most important part of the presentation. Why did we select Sibiu? I must say that we witnessed the exponential growth of Sibiu. Sibiu grew a lot, and it's now an important city of the business services map in Romania. It grew a lot not only in our industry, but it grew a lot in multiple sectors. Being the European capital of culture a couple of years ago, of course, it has a lot of visibility, and now it's one of the most visited cities here in Romania. And I must tell you that I'm really proud when our customers are falling in love with Sibiu. They really like Sibiu. They really like the people from Sibiu. They really like the quality that they can find there. Of course, this is related to some of the labor conditions. This is related to the fact that it is an important university center. It is related with the fact that you can find there very good language skills, but also technical skills. It is important with the fact that even the labor costs are lower than in other cities. Maybe this gap will become smaller and smaller because we noticed today the challenges. And in terms of challenges, we must be honest. Sibiu is a high competition market, especially when it comes to German-speaking talent pool. Yeah, because you do not compete only with similar companies, you compete with many companies, even for sectors which are not at all similar with your own. what about Târgu Mureș? Târgu Mureș, it's a natural evolution for us to go and open another delivery center because the market challenges are not new. We didn't found them this year. We decided to open the third location in Romania in order to be able to attract very good people, mainly for German and Hungarian skills. Now we have 70 people there. We are able to support not only German and Hungarian, but other languages as well. And I must say that it was a pleasure, surprise, and it shouldn't be a surprise because actually Târgu Mureș is an important university center. You can find people with a combination of skills, languages and technical skills. On the other hand, if we compare with the evolution of Sibiu, we might say that for our industry, the growth was rather moderate and we faced other type of challenges. The type of challenges that we faced are somehow related with the ones from Sibiu. For example, with the supply that there is in the market related to office buildings. But we also founded challenges when it comes to people, culture, when it comes to understanding of the nature of the work for business sector, in order to adapt, for example, to working requirements like 24/7 or night shifts. This is the slide that I like the most. And for me it's very powerful and is related a lot with things that we discussed today. We discussed today about the fact that the gap between supply and demand, it increased, and it is increasing actually with a higher speed that we would like. We discussed about the fact that millennials and the new generations are basically more interested in having mobility, flexible solutions for them. We discussed about the fact that we have 131,000 people working in this industry. But if you read ABSL studies, the potential is more than double. So I like this slide because it can show us that we can grow entire 3 cities, not only Sibiu and Târgu Mureș. We can grow a lot, and actually we have right now 80 people working from home. What you can see on the map are the locations where are they right now. We started last year with this program in order not only to retain the talent in our company, but to be able to identify and connect the talent. And so far, it is really successful. We also discussed today about education, about the fact that education is kind of one of the key success factors for the future. And I do believe that it's like this. And I do believe that we have also, as companies, responsibilities when it comes to education. Stefanini started many years ago, 18 years ago, an initiative, what is called Stefanini Institute, basically to allow people who are not from, let's say, very favorable environments, to allow people to have access to IT, to allow people to have this kind of opportunities that we have today. In 18 years, Stefanini succeeded to enroll more than 80,000 people, providing workshops, trainings, and even supporting them to study in the university. We decided to start a similar initiative in Romania, so we launched it last year, actually, and we decided to expand to Sibiu and Târgu Mureș this year. And the reason to expand is not only because we want to give back something to our community, but we want to allow our people to do something which is very important for them, to do something meaningful, because this is something that they told us. And actually we have teams of volunteers in both locations. We have started to work with local authorities, with some organizations in order to develop initiatives related mainly with education, but not only. An important lesson that we learned in these years is the fact that if we want to grow in Tier 3 cities, it's important to establish a partnership with the local authorities, or in our cases mainly with educational institutions. So we succeed, and we are very thankful for the support we receive from universities in both cities, and even for collaboration with high schools, especially in Sibiu with the German high schools, because it allows us to have workshops for people, it allows us to be present to their events, it allows us to have the kind of connection that is important for any kind of business to grow. This is our story. This is our answer. And to go back to the initial question, yes, we do believe that it is a must if we want to grow in Romania even more, if you want to evolve in Romania even more, it's a must to target cities outside Bucharest, or outside Bucharest, Cluj, Timișoara, Iași. Sibiu is already an important destination on the map, but there are others. And in our opinion, this will help not only the Tier 2 or Tier 3 cities, but it will help a lot the other ones. It will allow them to breathe. It will allow us to breathe, if you want. I mentioned already some of the key success factors that we identify. I'm sure that in your experience you identified others as well. I will not insist on all. Of course, existing of a local universities, strong partnership, even working from home can be an accelerator. Why not infrastructure investments? We must be honest, and having or increasing the supply of the office buildings. There are challenges. It's not a simple solution. It's not a silver bullet that will solve all our issues. There are many challenges. There are, and I mentioned the local culture. I mentioned the fact that not being exposed to multinational companies, not having, let's say, not being exposed to this kind of requirements, there is a learning curve. However, all in all, I'm very confident in saying that our growth in Romania was also accelerated by our presence in Sibiu, Târgu Mureș, and now working from home. Thank you so much. Hopefully, some of these lessons that we took on our side are also important for you, and I'm sure you have others as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Anca. Just one question, the slide related to the remote working, are you actually hiring the people across Romania, or they are hired in Târgu Mureș and Sibiu and working from?
We are hiring actually people across the entire Romania right now. Mm-hmm. We started with a pilot, actually, and we started from a different need. Actually, I mentioned the need. We started because we wanted to retain some of the people who wanted to relocate from Bucharest or from Sibiu to other cities. So we started like this, and we expanded, and we took into consideration the other objective that we have to attract people from other locations. So we are not hiring in Sibiu or Târgu Mureș or Bucharest. We hire them in multiple locations. However, as the sense of belonging is very important, we also have a special onboarding process for them in order to make sure that they understand our culture, in order to make sure that they understand our services. It's not about only working from home. It's also about how you manage these people. We needed to adapt some of the processes, some of the things that we are doing in order to be able to adapt to this new setup.
Thank you very much. Very interesting concept. Thanks everybody to Anca for the presentation. Thank you.